Question 2b. Solve the equation 2x minus 1 over 3 minus 4x equals 2 over 5. Let's write it out. You have 2x minus 1 over 3 minus 4x equals 2 over 5. Standard in math, if you're solving this question, you have to multiply both sides by the LCM or the multiplication of the denominators. That's this and this. That's standard. But for the sake of ease, we just say cross multiply. Cross multiply will work when you have the equals to sign, but when you have inequalities, you have to try as much as to be careful or avoid cross multiplying. In this case, let's just show you what you're supposed to do standard. You have 2x minus 1 over 3 minus 4x times, now you join these two together, you have times 3 minus 4x in one bracket times 5. That means we're multiplying both sides by 3 minus 4x times 5. And on the other side, you have 2 over 5 times 3 minus 4x times 5. Watch what happens. In this case, since they are linked by times, this cancels this. And on the other side, you have 5 cancels 5. So we end up having 2x minus 1 in bracket times 5, because this has cancelled this. And on the other side, you have 2 times 3 minus 4x in brackets on the other side. It gives you the same result as cross multiplying. Let's cross multiply on the side and see what we get. We have 2x minus 1 over 3 minus 4x equals 2 over 5. We cross and multiply. Let's take this first. You have 2x minus 1 times 5. 2x minus 1 times 5 equals, on the other side, you have 2 times 3 minus 4x. 2 into open bracket 3 minus 4x. Because this is one entity, this 2 affects both of them, while this 5 affects both the 2x and minus 1. Note it's the same result as multiplying both sides by the denominator and same as cross multiplying. We often teach students to cross multiply because they find it harder to use this technique. But for full understanding, you can actually learn this method too. Since we have the same values at this point, we can just take this and solve down. Note the 5 affects both the 2x and the minus 1. Some students will just jump on it and they will only multiply the 5 times the 1, and that's wrong in math. Provided these 2 are in brackets, this 5 affects both of them. So we have first 5 times 2x. 5 times 2x, 5 times 2, that's 10. Then you join the x to the 10, like 5 times 2x is 10x. Next, since this has an addition, it's not really hard to work with this minus. You can just add your minus here, then 5 times 1, you can just put your minus here, then you have 5 times 1 is 5. It's only right that you note that this 1 owns this minus, so you have it as minus 1 times plus 5 of 5. You know, minus times plus is minus, 2 different signs. Then 5 times 1 is 5. You still get the same result. That's minus 5. Then you have equals, so on the other side, this 2 affects not just this 3, but this 3 and this minus 4x. Some will jump on it and just say 2 times 3 is 6. Then, forgetting to multiply the 2 times this minus 4x, they will just write here minus 4x. That's wrong. That's why some students think math is hard. It's just for you to understand the rules and follow them. You have 2 times minus 4x. No, this 4x owns this minus, so it's minus 4x. And since this 2 has plus, it's not really hard. Just put your minus here. Then you have 2 times 4, 8. Then you join your x to the 8. We collect like terms. Since we're looking for x, we make sure the values with the x are on one side, then the numbers without the x are on the other side. Since we're looking for x, so you have 10x. Since you want this minus 8x on this other side, standard in math, you say you add 8x to both sides. The result is still the same as saying minus 8x crosses the equals to sign and turns to plus 8x. Equals on the other side 6. Then same as this, you have minus 5 here. To get this minus 5 off, you need the inverse. That means the opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. You add 5 to both sides. The result of adding 5 to both sides is the same as saying this minus 5 crosses the equals to sign and turns to plus 5. We can then add 10x plus 8x is 18x. You should know your algebra. Then 6 plus 5 is 11. We're looking for x. We divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is the number joined to x. That's 18. So we divide both sides by 18 to get the 18 off this x. So 18 cancels 18. X equals 11 over 18. That's our final answer. The answer to this question is 11 over 18.